Did you know that there are some American cars out there with more than 1,000 horsepower? These powerful beasts can make even the most experienced drivers feel exhilarated. So let's not waste any time and discover these beasts together. Number 10. 2016 Cadillac CTS-V. This is a luxury car that's also super fast. People used to say it was one of the most powerful sedans you could buy back then. It has an engine called the 6.2-liter supercharged LT4 V8, which can produce up to 640 horsepower and go really quickly with all its torque, 630 pounds per foot worth. The cool part is that this fancy motor comes from another amazing car we know as the Corvette Z06. That means they put serious work into making sure our ride will be extra awesome. When you hit the gas in your new CTS-V, prepare for some breathtaking acceleration. Hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour only takes about 3.7 seconds. When you compare the CTS-V to other fancy cars like the BMW M5 and the Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG, this one really sticks out. It's got way more horsepower. The 2016 M5 has about 560 horses under its hood, while the Cadillac has almost 80 more than that. And even though the E63 AMG can give you around 577 horsepower, it still doesn't stack up against what this beast of a car is packing. Those other two cars are definitely nice and people talk them up for the luxury feel and strong performances on the road. But when we're talking about raw power, nothing beats this Caddy with its insane amount of strength. Number 9. Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. This bad boy has a massive engine that can produce an incredible amount of power, 707 horsepower to be exact. That means it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 3.7 seconds and reach speeds up to 204 miles per hour. Plus, the Hellcat has an awesome and fierce exterior that shows off its muscle car soul. It's got a cool front end with big air inlets to help keep the engine nice and cool, plus there are two special vents on the hood that make it look tough while also helping out during super fast driving. And when you look at the Hellcat in comparison to other muscle cars, its horsepower is seriously impressive. Let's check out one of its biggest rivals, the Cadillac CTS-V. It's not your typical muscle car, but still undeniably cool with luxury features and performance chops thanks to another hefty supercharged V8, pumping all-wheel drive traction into your soul for fun drives ahead. Even so, it can't match up against the Hellcat when it comes down to pure power output. Number 8. 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. This car is both fascinating to look at and impressive in its performance. It's got amazing speed, high-tech stuff, and a cool look. The ZR1 has the most powerful engine ever put in a Corvette, running on supercharged fuel with 755 horsepower at around 6,300 RPMs and jumps up to about 715 pounds per foot of torque when over 4,000 RPMs. With this sweet setup, it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just under 3 seconds. That's fast. Top speeds reach up to 212 miles per hour, which makes it an adversary among other sports cars out there too. Plus, drivers have options. They can stick shift or use automatic depending on their driving style preferences. One of the coolest things about the ZR1 is its split rear window that harkens back to classic Corvette style. And when it comes to performance, the ZR1 stands out from its competition. Number 7. Roush Mustang Stage 3. If speed is your thing, then you'll want to take a look at the Roush Mustang. This souped-up version of the classic Ford Mustang is known for its beefy engine and badass looks. It's got a supercharged 5-liter V8 under the hood that can crank out an impressive 750 horsepower and produce up to 670 pounds per foot of torque. That means it's one insanely fast ride, whether you're cruising around town or hitting the racetrack. Plus, when we talk about its appearance, the outside of this vehicle has a cool-looking upper grille that allows air to flow easily. It also has an awesome front chin splitter and some scoops on the sides of the body which both make it look great and help with how well it performs. And if you're curious how the Roush Mustang Stage 3 compares to other exciting cars, it's worth checking out its top competitors, the Chevy Camaro ZL1 and Dodge Challenger Hellcat. The ZL1 is a powerful car with a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine that can produce around 650 horsepower and up to 650 pounds per foot of torque. It's designed aerodynamically, making it super fast on the road. However, when compared to Roush Stage 3, which has more raw power than ZL1, there's definitely some room for improvement. Now let's talk about another car that people usually compare to the Mustang, the Dodge Challenger Hellcat. It has a seriously powerful engine. It's a 6.2-liter Hemi V8 with supercharging, which means it can crank out up to 717 horsepower and around 656 pounds per foot of torque. But wait until you hear about the Roush Mustang Stage 3. Its performance is even more impressive. Number 6. Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. The latest models of the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 are supercharged with a 5.2-liter V8 engine, which can generate an astonishing 760 horsepower and 625 pounds-per-foot of torque. Can you imagine how fast this car could go? And when we look at the outside of the GT500, you can't miss its bold grille and cool air intakes. These features not only add to its sporty style, but also help cool down that powerful engine inside. Oh, and let's not forget about that iconic Shelby Cobra logo right on the front. It really makes this car stand out. Plus, it has cool wide fenders that hold really big 20-inch wheels. You can even make it cooler by upgrading to light carbon fiber ones. And if you put the GT500 up against its big rivals like the Corvette Z06 and the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, you'll quickly see why it shines. The latest Z06 has a really cool 5.5-liter V8 engine that pumps out 670 horses and can twist up to 460 pounds-per-foot of torque, making it pretty snappy on regular roads, but not quite as beefy compared to our beloved Shelby GT500. The Shelby GT500 is a beast of a car, not just because it has lots of power, but also because it's packed with amazing features that make driving it feel like you're on top of the world. Its 7-speed automatic transmission switches gears unbelievably fast, which makes taking corners and going straight ahead easier than ever before. Number 5. Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Redeye. The next car on our list is a real beast. It's definitely an attention grabber, especially in this crowded muscle car market. What sets it apart? Well, for starters, just take one look at that bold and aggressive exterior design. And let me tell you about what's under the hood. This baby comes with a powerful supercharged 6.2-liter engine that delivers an incredible 797 horsepower and 707 pounds-per-foot of torque. With all this power packed into its frame, the Charger can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just around 3.5 seconds. And let's not forget to talk about the outside of this car. It's pretty impressive too. The Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye has a wider body for better stability and grip, giving it an extra 3.5 inches in width. It also comes with cool-looking 20-inch wheels that are super lightweight and have Pirelli tires on them for great handling on the road. And if you're thinking about how fast the Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye can go, it's helpful to see how well it measures up against other speedy sedans like the Chevy Corvette Z06, Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, and BMW M5 competition. It's worth noting that the M5 competition has an impressive twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8 engine, which pumps out a whopping 617 horsepower and around 553 pounds-per-foot of torque. Even though it's fancy and handles well, unfortunately it doesn't quite measure up to the raw power of the Hellcat Redeye. This means if you're someone who loves muscle cars for their thrilling performance on the road at every turn, then driving in a Charger will give you exactly what your heart desires. Number 4. Challenger SRT Demon. This car is part of the Challenger line and has become very popular in the muscle car world because it's really powerful and great at racing straight ahead quickly. The engine inside this beastly vehicle is huge, with a supercharged 6.2-liter Hemi V8 that makes over 800 horsepower when you fill up on high-octane gas, called 100+ RON. Not only does it have tons of power to accelerate quickly from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just around 2 seconds, but also set some records for being able to race as far as 1/4 mile in less than 10 seconds. Even though this flashy ride weighs around 4,300 pounds overall, many lightweight parts make sure its handling stays sharp while competing against other cars that might want an edge. Features like the trans brake make launching easier, and hood scoop increases airflow into the engine during races. When you compare the Challenger SRT Demon to its competitors, it shines. Number 3. Hennessey Exorcist. Have you heard about the Hennessey Exorcist? It's a supercharged version of the Chevrolet Camaro ZR1 that takes muscle car performance to another level. Made by experts at Hennessey Performance Engineering, this beast boasts an incredible 1,000 horsepower and nearly 1,000 pounds-per-foot of torque from its powerful V8 engine. What does all that power mean in practical terms? Well, how about going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 2 seconds? That's faster than most roller coasters. And if quarter-mile runs are more your thing, no problem for the Exorcist, which can knock one out in under 10 seconds flat. Whether you prefer automatic or manual transmissions, there's an option available with production limited to only 100 models, meaning it won't be everyone on every street corner. And when you compare cars like the Exorcist, Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, and Ford Mustang Shelby GT500, one thing is clear: the Exorcist really stands out. Number 2. SSC Tuatara 2020. Created in 2020 by SSC North America, this beauty has both impressive technology and an eye-catching design that draws inspiration from fighter jet aerodynamics. With its hefty twin-turbocharged V8 engine boasting almost 1,750 horsepower on E85 fuel, and still mighty with regular gasoline at around 1,350 HP, It can accelerate from 0 to 60 in just over 2 seconds flat, while reaching speeds up to 300 miles per hour. That makes it one of the fastest production cars out there nowadays. Each pound counts for weight when you're going so fast, which is why they've designed their car using durable lightweight materials, leaving us truly impressed. When it comes to supercars like the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus and the Koenigsegg Jesko, the Tuatara stands out. While those other two cars can produce up to 1,600 horsepower with top speeds of around 304 miles per hour and 300 miles per hour respectively, which is pretty amazing on its own, get this. The Tuatara puts them both in their place with a whopping 1,750 horsepower. That means it's faster off the mark than either one of these already insanely fast competitors. Number 1. Hennessey Venom F5. At the top of our list is the Hennessey Venom F5, which was launched in 2021 and has quickly become one of the most sought-after cars by auto enthusiasts. This hypercar boasts impressive specs and performance capabilities that leave a lasting impression. Underneath its hood lies a powerful 6.6-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that produces an incredible 1,817 horsepower and over 1,000 pounds-per-foot of torque. For context, this means it can go from 0 to 60 in just about 2.5 seconds. But what's even more fascinating is how versatile this car truly is. With active aerodynamics technology built in, imagine something like an Iron Man suit allows for seamless adjustments based on speed driving conditions, perfect for achieving speeds northward up into space. Compared to other cars like the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus and Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, this one really shines. The Bugatti can go about 304 miles per hour, but only in official runs, while it normally limits itself to around 273 miles per hour with an impressive quad-turbo W16, producing up to 1,600 horsepower. On the flip side is the Koenigsegg, which uses a twin-turbo V8 engine, similar in terms of delivery to Venom's horsepower output, making it currently unbeatable when we think about the most powerful production vehicles made available by car makers today. Did you enjoy this video? If so, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. Also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you.